toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the UCF Knights, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Bearcats will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So UCF's offense will get first crack at it here. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week.
Breaks into the open. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Jackson gonna throw it. With the catch, it's Farmer. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the run, it's Nixon. Oh, what a cut! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The Knights come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Fox. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
From the gun, the ground game. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a third and short. Trying to get the edge on the toss. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm.
Touchdown, Knights! Fitted in the window for the score.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Cincinnati's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
Hard running there. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. Hold it. Defense. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking for room, it's Walker. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking.
And the offense will take that penalty and move a little bit closer. Offense set on 1st down. They'll leave it with him. Crosses the 45. Turning it on. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And the Bearcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. From the gun, running back gets the give. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Bearcats have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it. But the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a...
Touchdown, Bearcats! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something we're looking for, but the offense will take it in and get the easy touchdown.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? The throw. Makes the grab. It's Farmer. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his arm talent to make big-time throws.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Jackson will throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers.
There he goes. Powers through the defender. And he was running with authority, especially with that stiff arm for a solid gain on the play. The Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking deep down the right side. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And I I love running my tight ends across the formation, just big targets that I can find a way to get the football to. Nice snag, nice little positive gain for my offense.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Pryor. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. New set of downs after the completion. Here's the handoff. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to throw. It's Sorsby. Fires to the big fella. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Snagged in the middle. It's Royer. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Hand off from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. First down here. Jackson gonna throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Farmer. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The Knights started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. From the gun. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Touchdown, Knights! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And how about that? The second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Give to the running back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Allen. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job. Great catch.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. Pulls it in. It's Jennings. They get it down to the 35 before he stops. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. The Bearcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of his QBs, got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook, but on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
That's implied. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the drive.
They'll try the run. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 30. He's at the... And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UCF.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense registers their first sack, and they're bringing pressure from the second level. They're going to do a really good job in this game changing up the looks, trying to confuse this offensive line, and they did it there.
Caught in the backfield, it's Pryor. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Bearcats will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He wants to change this route. Jackson will throw. He makes a grab into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
That makes the score UCF 35, Cincinnati 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. Makes a man miss. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Walker. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Back to pass on second down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. How about the shot of adrenaline and the increase in the pulse rate when you see that football squirt out like that, and then it just rolls harmlessly out of bounds?
Did you see all those defenders? You see how quick they got their heads wrapped around? They were trying to find that.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCF!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
42, Cincinnati, 14.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Pulls it in, it's Caldwell. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down, got to use their time wisely. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Allen. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Complete to the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Royer. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down.
How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
The Knights will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Sorsby. Got his man to the left. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. We're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run play action. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Got some room to run. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Knights! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
UCF
They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Cincinnati, 14.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. To the air, it's Sorsby. Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick 6. So really good job by the quarterback there using his...
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Bearcats will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch at the 35. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Direct snap. Jukes his way for more. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, UCF! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good. The coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. With the catch, it's Caldwell. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Bearcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Quickly out to the tight end. Turns it on in midfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. He now has 79 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. On the run, it's Walker. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll pull it down, turning it on. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Pressure coming. Find some fresh air. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him. And that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Running back searching for a hole. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown Knights! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense. Keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Here comes the offense back on the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Fancher. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Gets it out quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Takes the handoff. It's Gage. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. He slides that just inside the right upright. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Gets the back moving. Jones wants to throw it. That's caught. It's Pryor. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one deep down the right side. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Sweet cut there. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Richardson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Knights are rolling down the field. To the air on 1st down. He's going to take off. Open space at the 25. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got it in the middle, it's Lee. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Brown will throw it. Pocket breaking down. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. On target over the middle. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. They'll give it to Johnson. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Bearcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Rides the back on the option, the give. He breaks a tackle. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught in the backfield, it's Pryor. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Flying out to the left. Past the 20. Touchdown, UCF! And they turn it into a defensive score. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The Bearcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.